Hi everyone, Nevada Nail Person. So I actually purchased a few items from Colourpop, and instead of just showing a haul, I decided to feature some looks that I achieved with the products that are basically in the haul that I received in the last, I don't know, month and a half ago. So, again, trying these products out, see how they work on mature skin, and some thoughts on them. Basically, it's eyeshadows, but I did purchase a few face products as well. Cheek product that they said you could use it as a contour, a bronzer, a highlighter, and some eyeshadows. So, first let me just share the products with you. So the first product I picked up were these 4 eyeshadows, the Zingara collection from Colourpop, and it consisted of 4 shadows, 2 mattes, a satin, and a pearlized. So the first one is called Jinxie, and it is the shade right here. Next shade is, and Jinxie was a pearlized. This is Elixir, and it is a matte, and it is right there. Next shade is also a matte. It's called Seeker. And it's like a, I would say like a plum shade, kind of like a brownish plum. And it is right there. I could use the Marc Jacobs pencil, so that is Seeker. And the next one is Paradox, and it is also a matte, and it was the one shade I did not use. So it's more like a burgundy wine type of shade. So there it is in the pan. And I don't know if you could see, but it is starting to pull away from the sides, and I didn't use this shadow at all. So interesting. So with that order, I did receive a Colourpop eyeshadow. It was their birthday, I think a 3-year birthday, and I received the shade Birthday Cake, and mine came broken and crumbled. So I asked for a replacement, but they couldn't replace the free products that they gave out for the birthday promotion, so they gave me a credit. So that led to another order. So a few products I picked up. I'm not sure exactly the order in which I got them, but I remember I placed one order, received the broken Birthday Cake shadow, and then placed another order. So around the same time, there were 3 products that came out in the tie-dye collection. So we had a highlighter, a cheek product, and eyeshadow as well. So this is the highlighter. It's in the shade Helium, and it is just a bunch of sparkles. So there is Helium right there. It is definitely not something I would probably wear. I didn't realize it was so sparkly. So that was Helium, and you kind of see a little bit of the tie-dye effect still. I also picked up the cheek shade Martian, which is an interesting shade. So you could still see some of the marbleization in there. And here it is, right here on my arm. Actually, it's pretty nice. I do enjoy this. I'm not the biggest fan, I must say, of creams, but that was interesting. And then finally the eyeshadow, which is Utopia, which is a beautiful bronze shade, and that is right there. So the next few products I picked up were some face products, again some random eyeshadows. This first product is a highlight, Lunch Money, which is one of their better selling highlighters, so that's the one I picked up. And it is right there. So it's a nice champagne gold type of shade. Next shade was a bronzer. This is the Kaepop Bronze Me. So it's a matte bronzer, and it's right there. And the cheek shade, which they suggested could be a contour, is Aphrodisiac. So it's like right there, it's like a pinky brown type of shade. Pretty. And now 3 more eyeshadows. This was one of their better selling eyeshadows. It's a satin in the shade Wattles, and you can see I kind of put a dent in there. So basically this was my transition shade all week. And here it is right there. So that is Wattles. One of the newer Super Shock shadows, and this is an ultra metallic, and it's called As You Wave. And in the pot, it's kind of like a bronze shade, but when you actually apply it, it comes out a little bit peachier, which is pretty interesting. So there is As You Wave. And finally, the one I mentioned earlier, Birthday Cake, which is just one of their Super Shock shadows full of glitter. So this will probably be the one and only time you will see me with glitter on my eyes. So that is Birthday Cake, and it's because we're going out tonight. So thoughts, I'm not the biggest fan of creams. I probably won't reach for these guys very often, so I'm glad I forced myself to try it. I probably will not be purchasing as much from Colourpop. I did like their lip products in the past, but the new formulations I'm not a fan of. I do like their powder eyeshadow, so there's a good thing. So now, like I said, I'm very glad to try them out and know that it's not a format I prefer, something I'm probably not going to reach for, but in the meantime, let me show you some looks I created using these products that I picked up. So for every day, I did use the Marc Jacobs Highliner in Rococo. So that's just my standard eyeliner, and it's a deeper chocolatey eyeliner. With these products, I think it's very important to wear a stickier base, so I used the Too Faced Glitter Glue as a primer, because there is some random glitters, even though most are satin or metallic, so it just ensures that I won't get all that crazy fallout during the week when I was working. So let's get to the first day. So the first day I used Wattles as an all over and in the creased shade. So that is Wattles. And then I used a little bit of Elixir in the crease, which was from that other collection, which is this like a terracotta type of shade. And then a little bit of Seeker in the outer edge of my eye, just to deepen things up. And then As You Wave on the lid. So that was day 1. Now on day 2, I had Wattles in the crease and all over on the lower lash line as well. I had Seeker Seeker again in the outer corner, and on the lid I had Jinxie. So that was a nice look. I enjoyed using the shade Jinxie, which is the champagne gold. For the third day, I had, again, Wattles. I use this every day. So a great crease and lid shade. And then Seeker on a little bit in the crease. And then I dipped into Utopia, which is from the tie-dye collection. It's kind of this bronzy shade. So that was on my lid, and again, Wattles on the lower lash line, blended in with the eyeliner. For the fourth day, I had Wattles in the crease on the lid and under the lash line, on the bottom lash line. I had Utopia on the lid. And I actually used the bronzer on this day as a crease shade. So I liked using that crease shade. It's a matte shade and just a nice brown. And the final day, which happened to be probably my favorite day, was just using the bronzer in the crease and basically all over the lid and on the lower lash line. And then using Jinxie, the champagne gold, all over the lid. So actually that simple look was probably my fave. So that is it. That was the look that I created using Colourpop for the last few days. I did pair it with some Colourpop Lippies that I enjoy. This was a lip liner in the shade I'm Yours. I have that on right now. So there's Yours lip liner. And this, it wore off. I think it's one of their satin lip shades. This is called Game On. Their matte is just a little bit too drying for me. So this has to be a satin because it's very shiny. So it's called Game On. So it went well with the overall warm looks of these eyeshadows. So that's it. If you have any suggestions for videos, or if you want me to do a look or share anything else, please let me know. Leave it in the comments below. I'll leave the bubble here to subscribe and feature last week's makeup video as well. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.